Hello there, my name's Des Taylor, and although I've travelled all around the world fishing, today's I've come on a very short journey, only about 20 miles all the way up to Wolverhampton in Staffordshire. But I've come to meet a guy that's brought out something very interesting. I saw it in the press, and then eventually the chap sent me one down. I saw it and I thought, I've got to meet up with the chap, and he promises me to catch a lot of fish. I can't wait to see it.
The thing with this float is you can feed and fish any bait and you can cast it as far as you want. So it's not just a method for close in, like, you know what I mean, you can cast this maybe 40 yards, 50 yards with a normal waggler rod. And the difference is it's not just one bait, it's not just pellets, but you can use pellets straight from the bag. You can use worm, you can use caster.
It's any sinking bait, isn't it?
Yeah, any sinking bait, yeah. But also you can use really liquid baits like chopped worm and slop. Even liquid ice braid and things like that. And there isn't anything out there at the moment that will do this and feed with that sort of accuracy. So if you're fishing, say, a pellet waggler, the wind gets up, you can't catapult your bait out accurately, or you know, anything like that. You want that little bit more distance. Yeah. This will do the trick.
What shocked me about the float, it was so sensitive, you know, the intricate little bites. He was picking up fish 2 and 3 and 4 ounces, and then took better fish, and then he was starting to catch carp as well. So, you know, it proved to me that this float can catch all manners of fish.
So this actually contains a little pocket full of air, but it's free to slide along the shaft. So it'll actually close against the bait housing and then drop as far as the eye down the bottom of the shaft.
Yes.
When you fill the bait up, you can actually put it inside the float. The ball then drops down to seal it, and you never actually lose any bait when you're casting. Then, when it actually lands in the water, what happens is the air that's actually contained within the pocket, after a while, bubbles out, gets replaced by the water. It changes its density, and then it drops down the shaft.
Lets it down.
Yeah, that's right.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and the nice thing is, actually, with putting your hook bait in, you can fish with a soft hook bait if you want. So if you wanted to fish with an expander pellet, or maybe even
you can actually put it in and lock it and cast out with it.
Yeah, that's right.
So it takes the pressure off the hook.
So it takes the pressure of the hook, like, and it's also handy if you're fishing up to features as well, so you're not leaving a trailing hook there to catch up on reeds and things like that.
I noticed, Paul, that when you cast out, you've waited, it's emptied, and then you're twitching all the time. Every 5 seconds, 10 seconds, you're just twitching. Is that just to give the bait a little bit of movement?
Yeah, with this float, obviously, all the bait gets released at once. So it's just trying to impart some extra movement in there. So we're twitching it, all you're doing is that, and you're just adding a little bit of movement to try and bring it back into the sight line of anything that's there in the upper layers of the water.
Well, what a great day's fishing that was. You know, when I first turned up, I was a bit apprehensive to how the float would perform, but we've caught small fish right the way up to decent carp, probably 5 or 6 pound. Lovely fish, lovely fishing, and really worth having a look at this float. Certainly when I go on a still water, especially when the fish are up in the water, I'll definitely have one of these floats in my bag.